I actually was born in London, but I grew up in Chicago. And I've lived all over the world. I've lived in Hawaii, I've lived in Fiji, in Europe, all parts of Asia, South America. And so I've learned how different cultures get along together, right? And a lot of places are just, they hang with the same kind of people no matter where they are. And so the reason that I'm coming to you today is I want to talk to you about a place called London. It's pretty much, for me, the most interwoven community that I've ever seen. And you see culture so integrated, it was just so refreshing. And so when most people think about London, they think about, the Big Ben, the London Eye, the House of Parliament, the red phone boxes, those funny looking taxis, all the stuff in central London. Now, I'm not saying, I love all of that. All I'm saying is there's so much more to London than just central London. And so what I want to do is I spent some time in South London. I only spent a couple days, so forgive me. I am not doing South London justice. I'm not going to be covering all of South London because I was only there for 2.5 days. But what I want to share with you, if you've been to New York, right, you know Manhattan. It's amazing. But it's undeniable that Brooklyn has more culture than Manhattan. For me, I'm more of a Brooklyn person, right? Baby. And so for me, Brixton is my Brooklyn. And so when you come to London, I want you to check this place out. And I want to just take you around for a few days. And I was blessed to have some of my friends, locals of London, show me around and just show me what's good. So if you know anything about the boy, I love to eat. So they took me to this place called Brixton Village. And then here you have so many different vendors, coming together. And they opened this place about 5-6 years ago. And if you don't know anything about the history of Brixton, it's changed a lot. See, I haven't been to Brixton in like 2 years. And I was like, what's this spot? What's this spot? Like, who are these people? It looks so different than it did before. And Brixton's known culturally as like a Caribbean African place. So that's where, a lot of immigrants that came from Jamaica, came from Africa, this is where they pretty much came when they came to London. Changes that are happening in Brooklyn and around the world in similar places is what's happening in Brixton. So if you have a chance to see it before it completely changes, I can't recommend it more. Because one of the sad things is that Brixton is losing a lot of its Jamaican culture. While you can see it just by walking around for a couple minutes, but you will also see, now the hipster kids that are walking around having a cappuccino. 10 years ago, you wouldn't catch a white kid walking around Brixton at like night. It just wasn't safe. I probably wouldn't walk around Brixton late at night before. And so, while some things change, the more they stay the same. But you still have a lot of the local vendors. You can still feel like the authentic soul of Brixton. So one of my favorite places that I've been to London a lot before is this Jamaican spot. If you want patties, if you want, oxtail, you want jerk chicken, all that good stuff, this place has been around for 20+ years, and it's a big staple within the Brixton community. One of the biggest discussions in Brixton right now is the change that's happening, right? So you have a place that is culturally known for Caribbean vibes, African, and now you have new people that are moving in that are kind of hipster or more, I don't even know how to say it politically correct, more white, right? And so you have the clashes of people saying, hey, no, this was our neighborhood, and then this saying, this is our neighborhood too. But the thing is, I see both sides of the story. I don't have enough time today to go over the complete story. And there's this place called the Big Apple, Brixton. I hope I said that right. And then the owners were actually around, the creators of the place. And then so I actually brought these questions up to them and then asked them, what do you think about this place becoming, gentrified and all that good stuff? And I actually had a fairly good answer. They told me the definition is actually when you're moving people out. They're like, hey, this rooftop, this was abandoned, nobody was using it. So literally, they built this whole oasis that completely takes you away from where you're at on top of a rooftop. And they've got nightlife there, they've got music, they've got restaurants, they've got, basically you got it all. And you see a lot of these different pop-ups spaces in Brixton. And one of the other places that I got a chance to visit with my friends was called Pop-Up Brixton. And then here, this is probably one of my favorite places there. You've got some vendors that are selling local, kind of like hipster African gear, like dashikis. And then you've got the restaurants, you've got bars, you've got coffee, you want cookies. is all within pop-up Brixton. Hey, I've been talking long enough, but there's one thing. If you're coming to London, I can't recommend seeing Brixton. So if you're watching this video when I release it a month, or if you're watching it years from now, it's changing every single day. And it's gonna be special. No matter what time that you visit it, I can't recommend it enough. Because one of the things that I actually recommend are places that I like to go. Like if they were actually shooting up and knifing people and it was dangerous in Brixton, and why would it be cool, right? I wouldn't tell you to go there because I want you to actually leave Brixton okay. I don't want you to get robbed. I want you to have an amazing experience. And it just like irritates me when people think the only thing in London is like tea and crumpets. I'm like, nah, fam. Right? You've got the cool white people, you've got cool Indians, you got the Chinese community, you got the black community. You got so many different communities that I want to share with the world. And that I mean, most of the people that are watching are people coming to visit London. But anyways, Passport Heavy, we'll be back in London. I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you view some of the new videos coming soon, bruv. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. Love. So make sure you subscribe here on YouTube. We've literally got like 100 new videos dropping. Colombia, Europe, America, London, all over the world. And then also, if you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care, I'm out. Peace.